up unannounced. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove, and I owe you my thanks. If you hadn't killed the leaders of that goblin horde, the grove would be no more. I am in your debt. Don't worry, I'm not here just to sing your praises. I believe I can help with your tadpole. I sensed what was done to you from afar. Now let me confirm it. I need to know exactly what we're dealing with. Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute, like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. I was right to seek you out. You're after a cure for this parasite. There's a chokehold of magic, binding the creature to you. Any efforts to remove it would almost certainly kill you. Or worse. Your resolve is most admirable. It'll serve you well for where you've to go. Moonrise Towers. That place is where the cultists send their captives. Innocents go in. True souls come out. It has to be the source of this magic. Precisely. If we can understand just what this magic is, then perhaps we can rid you of this parasite. It's immensely powerful, whatever it is. Strong enough to slow ceremorphosis to a crawl. Luckily, that gives you more time.
At last, a cure is in reach. To the towers then, where the moonlight will lend way to a new dawn.
An ancient citadel, abandoned for years, and for very good reason, until these cultists took over. Nature speaks to me. Birds report what they've seen. And I've overheard goblins speaking of it too. Moonrise is at the heart of all this, I'm sure of it. Apart from facing legions of Absolute followers, the whole region is shrouded for years now. This curse has consumed all light and life. It's few survive long. Those who do are transformed by the curse. It is not a place to venture into lightly. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars.
Dark Justiciars? I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a path to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. You've already been. Impressive. You'll make me redundant at this rate. What did you find? I'm certain. The Underdark is dangerous, yes, but the alternative, it may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely. But if you find any way... I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. It's lost to me. Perhaps in time I can open it up to the world again, but... for now, I must help you. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. is an affront and must be cleared. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, may Sylvanas guide us.